Hey, so Everyone's Talking by All Time Low came out today, October 17th, 2025. And I'm a pretty decent All Time Low fan. So Wrong It's Right and Nothing Personal are very formative records for me as a kid, growing up. Like, I loved them. And things like Straight to DVD even, like, more solidified my fandom of this band. Just, like, their stage banter and how hilarious they were. And, like, it really heavily reminded me of Blink 182, which is, like, my ultimate favorite band of all time, probably. Um, so yeah, I really enjoyed them. I even liked Dirty Work at the time. I think it's aged pretty terribly, Dirty Work, but even at the time of that release, I enjoyed that. But then Don't Panic and Future Hearts, I kind of like fell off for. Like I didn't check out those full records. There's some songs that are like undeniable, like I Love Like War and Something's Gotta Give that I thoroughly enjoy. But the rest of the record I just never listened to. But then Last Young Renegade came out at a time where I was kind of drifting away from pop punk sounding stuff. Like I was kind of just like not in the mood for it. I was like getting heavily into hip hop and like just stuff that wasn't like basic pop punk. I don't know. I was drifting away from it, and All Time Low decided to experiment at that time with Last Young Renegade. I feel, and of course, there's some pop punk on there as well. Um, but I enjoyed that record. I think it's like a great. I don't know. Maybe it's not great, but it was like very good for me at that time, and I thoroughly enjoyed some of the songs like Ground Control with Deegan and Sarah, and yeah, some of the popular aspects I thought were cool. And then they had a big return to form with Wake Up Sunshine in 2020, and I had like a monster hit with the song Monsters, and that's like one of their biggest songs of all time now. And it came out during COVID, so that's like a weird hit to have. Um, but I didn't check out that record all the way through either, because again, it was just like I don't know. COVID was a weird time. I don't know. I didn't have the capacity for a full All Time Low record at that moment in time. But Monsters is a great song, and there's another one on there that I'm blanking on the name of, but I enjoyed some more songs on there too. And then Tell Me I'm Alive came out in 2023, and I kind of forget most of that record. I like the song Tell Me I'm Alive a lot, a lot. I think it's one of my favorite all time low songs is Tell Me I'm Alive, but the rest of that record is pretty forgettable in my opinion. But that brings us to today. A long-winded intro, just saying that I enjoy All Time Low. They've had some peaks and valleys, and I was excited to see where they ended up with on this one. It opens up with Cold Open, which is kind of it's a meta song for sure. Like it's addressing the audience. It's like addressing the fact that it's an opening to a record. Um, Talking about encapsulating like 2 years of like heartbreak and feelings and loss into an album. I really enjoyed it. I thought Alex's voice is so beautiful, and yeah, I don't think it transitions necessarily perfectly into the next track. Everyone's talking, but I do think it's a great intro, great little song there that I definitely will go back to. And then it transitions into Everyone's Talking. Again, not perfectly, but the title track is pretty great. They do this thing where they count the days of the week, which I normally like don't really fuck with that often in songs. But it's still cool. Like they do it in a cool way. And I especially loved the last chorus of the song. I thought it all came together so perfectly. And this band is like veterans. They're veterans of pop punk, and they like really kill it. And this is no exception to that. Sucker Punch is the lead single of the album, and I thoroughly fuck with this song. I think it's like a really cool riff there. There's a really cool chorus that gets stuck in your head, and a very great charismatic vocal performance from Alex as well, who just kills it all throughout the record. Like he's the mastermind of the band. I feel like everyone brings their own, but like Alex just kills it on this song, I feel. Oh No is the next track, and I do think it's a little bit of a weaker one, though I do fuck with it lyrically. Like, there's lyrics like, if I'm not broken like I used to be, will you still find me interesting? And I do think that's something that a lot of people that write about heartbreak and, you know, like get like famous off writing about like kind of traumatic things happening to you, you know, when you get happy and you get to a place of comfort and like stability, it's not as interesting maybe to like write about like, you know, I'm getting by and everything is going great, you know, like it's not as interesting of a place to write about. So I do think it's an interesting, like some interesting lyrics and introspection from Alex on this song. Just, it didn't really like grab me like the first three songs did. The Weather is another single from this record, and it's undeniably a catchy song. Like, it'll get stuck in your head, or at least it does for me. Maybe not as much as Sucker Punch does, but still a very catchy song. I would say lyrically it lacks some depth, but if you can see past that and just enjoy it as a catchy song, I feel like it'll, you know, it's serviceable, but not something I'm going to go back to all that often. Falling for Strangers is probably my least favorite song on the record, either that or Different Languages. I just found it like pretty weak lyrically. Like, you're always searching for this one person, and like you're falling for all these strangers that have different attributes that remind you of this person, but they're just not quite that person that you're longing for. Yeah, lyrically a cool idea, I guess. You're longing for a person that you keep trying to recreate this relationship, but I didn't like it. So next, Viva Las Vegas Nerve is next, and a problem I have with this song is I really enjoyed the verses, but the chorus just didn't grab me. And that's a problem I have with a few songs on this record. Like, they have really good verses, and then the chorus just like, it doesn't let me down or anything. It's just like, I'm just like, oh, that was fine, you know? But I really enjoyed the verses, and I thought it was gonna like be one of my favorite songs, and then the chorus comes and I'm like, yeah, it's okay. So yeah. Sugar featuring JoJo is next, and it kind of reminded me of Mania by Fall Out Boy. I'm not sure if other people find that connection relevant or like that makes sense to them, but like the chorus just reminded me of like it felt Mania inspired to me. But yeah, I found like this to be a really catchy song. I liked it. Good Night, C'est La Vie, a little fucked up story that Alex decides to tell on this one. I loved how this sounded. The acoustic guitar that they got, like, I don't know how they got it to sound so good. And like Alex's voice and just the melody are really great. It's like a minute long, and I do wish it was longer. Bubblegum, the chorus kind of reminded me of Soda Pop from K-pop Demon Hunters. Not like the sound of it, just like the lyrics of it. I'm just like, you're my soda pop, whatever the fuck, my little soda pop. That's just the vibe I got. I'm like, this feels like some boy band shit. Yeah, I kind of like didn't like the chorus all that much, but I loved the verses. Like, when the song started, I'm like, this is gonna be my favorite song on the record. And then the chorus came in, and I'm like, no, not so much. But yeah, good verses. A decent, serviceable chorus that reminded me of a K-pop Demon Hunter boy band. So, a little bit is kind of a little bit of a punk song, in my opinion. It felt cool, felt like a good change of pace from this record. Sounds like nothing I've heard All Time Low do before, and I think they pulled it off great. Loved this song. Cigarettes and Sabotage, I do feel like I enjoy this song, though I don't see myself coming back to it as much as some of the other ones on here, and the chorus was a little bit clunky. at the end of it, like the second half of the chorus is a little clunky, but the first half of the chorus is great. I don't know. I like this song. I'm just looking for like things to critique really. Thought it was enjoyable for sure. I think if you're an All Time Low fan, you'll like this song. Different Languages is my least favorite song on here. I've thought about it now, and I think Falling for Strangers has a little bit more to it. Different Languages is just far too slow for me, and it doesn't really pick up anywhere in it. Couldn't find myself in it, and yeah, I wanted to skip it, but I wanted to skip this song while I was playing. Then the record ends with Butterflies, which is a very strong closer in my opinion. I love the production on it, powerful lyrics, and I found it very hard-hitting. I love that it's not an acoustic closer. Like if Different Languages was the closer, I feel like this record would have ended on like a bad note, you know? Like it would have just been like a predictable acoustic closer or a slow ballad closer. And they decided to go with like something a little more grandiose. And I love that. And it's one of the strongest songs on the record, if not the strongest one. I do think my favorite might be Little Bit or Sugar, but this song is in competition with those ones for sure. Like it's up there as one of the best songs. So yeah, that's Everyone's Talking. I thoroughly enjoyed listening to this record, and I think I'm gonna go back to like a lot of these songs. I'm feeling like a 7.5 on it. Originally, I was going through for a 7 out of 10, but as I was talking about it, I'm just like, no, I thoroughly enjoyed most of this record. 7.5, I feel like for sure is how I'm feeling, and I hope you enjoy this record as much as I did. I hope you have a great day, and thanks for listening. Peace.